good. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me loud and clear? What's going on, family? Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share. All right, make sure y'all share. What's going on, family? Peace, peace, peace. December 1st. December 1st. All right, December 1st. I know there's a lot of folks. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. 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 All right, so y'all, December 1st. December 1st. I know this live is supposed to start at 7. Y'all let me know if y'all can't hear me. I'll put my headphones on if I have to. Okay. For the first, I say 7 minutes. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do questions and answers. All right, Q&A. All right, Q&A, Q&A, Q&A. All right, so spend this time to kind of ask me what y'all need to ask. I'm gonna try to get to your question if I can. All right, we're going to start this live, the official live, at 7 o'clock. All right, so y'all go ahead and ask your questions. Anything pertaining to endorsing bills, anything pertaining to accounts. All right, please don't ask me anything that we have never talked about. All right, the only people that get a pass is those that are beginners on this channel. All right, those are the only people that get a pass. All right, so somebody says, December 1st is going to be the court class that I'm going to have online. Okay, I'm going to have a court class going over basics, understanding of building a case. All right, because there's a lot of people. All right, there's a lot of people that are stuck right now. What I mean by that is they'll send off their endorsed bill. They'll send off their negotiable instrument. All right, the company says no. The company doesn't respond to them. All right, a lot of folks don't know what to do when they get to that point. All right, it's a very frustrating position to be in. All right, I try my best to tell everybody, please study and understand how to sue before you do anything. All right, because if you don't know how to litigate, if you don't know how to enforce anything, all right, you're just somebody that talks a good game, but you really can't fight, if that makes sense. All right, so December 1st, I'm going to be breaking down how to properly build a case. All right, I understand a lot of y'all feel like you have like 10 different violations going on, and I agree, you do have 10 violations going on, but you got to remember, family, all you got to do is be right once. All right, so why would I be having 10 violations, me saying this is going to be security fraud, this is going to be breach of contract, this is going to be discrimination, this is going to be defamation. All right, you got to understand, like, you got to pick one and build on that. So that's what we're going to do December 1st. Link is in the bio. Link is in the bio. What if a company doesn't let you amend your contract? Well, let me ask you this. What if I didn't let you into your own house? What would you do? What would you do? All right, so let me put myself in that situation. Let's say a company says, hey, you cannot redress your contract. You can't change your contract. I'm going to say, well, by law, I have a right to redress the contract if the contract is not benefiting me. So you got to know how to articulate yourself. All right, they're going to say no all day, but if you don't know how to articulate yourself, if you just tell them what I be telling y'all to say, and then they tell you something, and then you don't know what to say next, that means you're not ready, family. Yeah, we having a law class on December 1st. That's gonna be on the Sunday. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, that's gonna be on the Sunday, December 1st. It's gonna be on the Sunday. All right, December 1st. It's gonna be on a Sunday. We're going over court. No, I just send in my bottom part. I know there's folks that send in the top. All right, I don't send the top part of mine. I send the bottom part in. Have you seen denials get reversed? Come on, family. Come on, family. On the payoff statement, where do I put the endorsement? On the payoff statement, where do I put the endorsement? It's your tender. Your endorsement is your tender, family. Come on, mentee. Come on, family. You got to know that. It's your tender payment. You attaching it to your payoff. Yeah. Endorsed and sent lease, no response, twice called and was told the company does not do that. The company filed eviction. So what are you gonna do, Kit Kat 514? What you gonna do about it? And this is for everybody. Did you think it was just let me send my endorsement in and they're going to apply this to my balance and then I'm going to be able to live rent free? No, Kit Kat 514. Let me ask you this. Are you ready to fight them in eviction? Are you ready to stand up for your rights in eviction? All right, because that's the question. That's the question. Are you ready to stand up? I beat my eviction. And I know plenty of folks that have beat their eviction. All right, but the question is, do you know more than just the endorsement process? Can you prove that you are able to do that? Without saying, well, I heard somebody say this. Can you actually prove what you're doing is true? And that's what it's going to boil down to. But don't get scared because they filed eviction. As long as you answer back to the eviction, all right, you're doing your performance. But you also got to prove, all right, that your endorsement is trying to be tendered to the account. You have to articulate that. You got to prove that. Make the claim clear and you win. Yeah, for sure. Any mentorships or class group sessions? Now, I just had a mentorship in September. I do have a mentorship pre-recording. If you don't want to wait on my next mentorship is not going to be until next year, probably like around February or March. All right, but if you don't want to wait on that, all right, DM me and let me know that you want the pre-recorded mentorship that we just did. All right, the most informative mentorship that I've ever had. Okay, it has the most information in there. All right, so if you want that, just DM me. The price for that is $1,500. All right, I know some people like the high prices. I don't see the purpose of high price. I kind of like to tell you what it is, how much it is, so you can go ahead and think if that's what you want to invest. If you don't, where do I start off with charge-offs and late delinquencies? Well, I guess you're talking about credit report. You could read the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You could read the Fair Debt Collection Practice Act. But more so you want to read the Fair Credit Reporting Act, because anything that's affecting you cannot be reported on your consumer report. Yeah, start from the beginning. There's no rush, for sure. Redress, we got the right to redress. All right, we got the right to redress. Those are one of our basic consumer rights. If you want to know more about your basic consumer rights, check out my last live that I did, which was yesterday. All right, we went over basic consumer rights. If you apply for financing for a car, got approved through one creditor, but before was denied by multiple banks, knowing that they still received funds, what to do about all the adverse letters? Well, you got to attack them one by one. You have to attack each one as its own individual. Like, for instance, if I had Santander that ran, if I had Bank of America that ran, if I had Chase that ran, let's say Ford Financing is the one that approved. Now I got to go through all those individual banks, because remember, my application is worth whatever it is I applied for. So if the car that I applied for was $100,000, I have to go to the other banks and say, hey, I see that you denied, you had an adverse action on my credit. Okay, persuading to the Federal Reserve, Section 16, my application accompanied with the tender of payment, okay, it's supposed to cover all payments. Well, let me say the exact what it said, 'cause I don't want y'all to say, they don't say that. All right, Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 1, talks about how an application tendered with with the tender of payment, as long as it's coupled together, all right, that is receivable by all national and member banks. So every single national bank that touched your application, they receive something. Every single state bank, which is a member bank, all right, they receive something. So I got to go to each individual one, knock on the door and say, hey, how you doing? I see that you ran my credit, and I see that you got consideration. So I'm just trying to see what are the steps I need to go to receive my consideration. All right, it's all about the conversation. All right, so understand, y'all, December 1st, I'm having a court class, okay? A court class showing you how to properly build a case, okay? It's not legal advice. It's lawful awareness, okay? I'm bringing awareness, okay? I'm bringing these laws, and I'm bringing awareness to the public. This is good for the public's interest. Okay? So think about it. If I understand how to endorse a bill, if I understand how to rescind the contract, if I know how to tell them, hey, I want to transfer my securities, what do you do when it doesn't go through? Have y'all ever asked yourself that? Anybody ask yourself this? What, for y'all that already sent things out, ask your question, ask this. What was you going to do when they said no? Now, for y'all that's saying, okay, I can sue. Now, have you been putting in the time to learn step by step how to sue? Okay, because you gotta understand, if I start learning, start reading my contract and start saying like, damn, I didn't even have to put down the down payment. Okay, great. Now you understand that. How do you enforce that? And a lot of people say, hey, what do I say? What do I say? It's not about what do you say, fam. It's about what do you know? Because whatever you know is what you're gonna say. All right. Somebody said, what if I've already been evicted? Can I go back? Yes, there's people that literally get evicted, get that ruling overturned, and they go right back into their spot. Okay? Go right back into it. Now, is it common? Hell no, it's not common, family. Everything that we're doing is rare. So I don't want y'all thinking like, oh, can you give me someone's number that's done it? These folks don't want to talk to you people. No offense. No offense. Again, I'm here to talk to you. But those folks that's beating eviction, okay, those folks that's transferring their accounts on their credit cards or their student loans or their phone bills, all right, they don't want to spend time helping people crawl. I'm just being honest. All right, again, I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna help you as long as I feel the universe needs me to help. Okay. All right. So, December 1st, we're going over court, understanding how the court process goes. All right. Understanding like, okay, who's the party? Who's the plaintiff? What is a plaintiff? What is the defendant? Okay. What is the nature of suit? What is jurisdiction? What is damages? And how do I make all that into a story? And when you kind of start understanding how court goes, family, you're going to start seeing like, hey, yo, oh man, I want to go to arbitration. You're going to start saying like, oh damn, I want to go to court. I want to defend myself. Because worst case scenario, the judge is going to agree with them. Okay? That's the worst case scenario. The judge will agree with them. And that just means you did not prove your case enough. But don't be scared. All right? You can still appeal. You can still appeal. All right? One reason why I've been telling folks, keep paying your bills how you've been paying your bills until you properly know how to sue. Some of y'all have literally abruptly just stopped paying your bills, all right, because you feel like, man, well, I don't got to pay my bill because I done read some laws. Family, it ain't got nothing to do about what you have read. Can you prove it? Can you prove it? Can you prove it? So my thing is, family, don't even get into a situation when you know you can't even prove it. Who knows that they shouldn't have paid a down payment? Comment 8 if you know I shouldn't have paid a down payment. Comment 8. If you know you should not have paid a down payment. All right, so think about it. Think about it. Can you go to court tomorrow and prove that? Knowing that you shouldn't have paid a down payment, can you go to court tomorrow, 10 a.m.? Can you go to court tomorrow and prove that? All right. Now, if you can prove that, my question is, what are you waiting on? What are y'all waiting on? There should be some more lawsuits going on. Somebody said, okay, all right, okay. What are you waiting on? I know it's a lot of fear. It's a lot of fear. Okay, arbitration. That's a good route. That's a good route. Somebody said I'm nervous about format. What format? What format? What format? I want y'all to understand something. And like, listen to me very carefully. You gotta stop being scared, family. Alright? Let me ask y'all, comment 5 if you can pay your bills right now with the job that you have. Comment 5. If you've been paying your bills, meaning you can pay your bill. Alright? Like, meaning it's not, the bills aren't whooping your ass, but you can pay them. Comment 5 if that's you. All right, because I got something that a trick that you can do. I ain't gonna say a trick. I would say a tactic that you can do. All right, now if you're a person that can comfortably pay your bills, all right, meaning you fell into this information, but you're like, oh damn, all right, okay, this stuff can help. All right, this is what I want you to do. Okay, and if you're not scared, you're gonna follow me, because I did it. When I beat my eviction, I had the money to pay the rent. You see what I'm saying? But I wanted the judge to tell me, no, you're wrong. And then you see what I'm saying? But it didn't get to that situation. So for y'all that can comfortably pay your bills, this is what I want you to do. And I know this is going to be hard for some of you. I want you to put your bill money to the side in an account that you don't touch. All right? And I want you to start off with your biggest account, which is your rent or your mortgage. Somebody right now gonna be slapping it. Man, I ain't doing that. I'm trying to tell you what can happen. Put your money to the side, meaning Go back, meaning enforce your rights on the rent, enforce your rights on the mortgage, meaning transferring your principal's balance. And if they say no, let them know like, hey, well, I would like to enter arbitration because I think I would like to have a discussion about this because this is a dispute in contract. Okay, you have an arbitration clause in your contract. Okay, soon as you initiate the arbitration, all right, family, because pursuant to law, when you're in a dispute, no money can be exchanged. Soon as a dispute is initiated, nothing is supposed to happen. Like, meaning money-wise, meaning you're not supposed to be paying anything. They're not supposed to be sending you any bills or anything like that because you're in a dispute. Okay, so but remember, you got the money, but you got it on the side because you can tell them this. Hey, I have the cash, but I want to utilize my principal's interest. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because when they see that you have the money, you're not doing this because you don't have the money. And it's true, we don't quote unquote have the money. Okay? But y'all go all the way. If they don't come to an agreement inside of arbitration, so be it. Let them file eviction. Go back and forth with them in eviction. Read the eviction document because it's definitely self-explanatory. It's going to say things like, why do you feel like you should not be removed from the property? Why do you feel like you should? And I would say something along the lines, again, this is not legal advice, but if it was me, I'm going to say something along the lines of, well, I shouldn't have to leave because I've already tendered my payment. And I'm going to leave it at that. And then I'm going to show them proof of me tendering my payment. And then I'm going to show them proof of the corporation saying no to my tender. And I'm going to wait till we get all the way to court. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Now when we get to court, now we have our hearing. The corporation, meaning the landlord, they're going to try their hardest to try to scare me, to try to knock me off. All right, because I know when I was in my arbitration, the opposing lawyers said something like this. They said, no judge is going to pick this case up. It sounds like you got this from YouTube. And I remember telling her, like, listen, I got the money to pay the rent. All right, but I also understand I have rights in this contract. And I'd rather hear a judge tell me I'm wrong rather than the opposing lawyer telling me I'm wrong. And she was like, okay, fine. And I was like, fine. Okay, right after that, we didn't come to no deal. Next thing I know, the docket said no deal, and we had a hearing, meaning a judge picked up the case. So I'm trying to tell y'all because I've already went through it. I've already been through the fiery pits, okay? It's not as bad as you think it is. It's just a bunch of fear. That's all it is. Now, some of y'all care too much about your reputation. Well, I don't want to be going through eviction, I ain't. Well, keep paying how you been paying it. I'm telling you to have the money set aside because just in case you lose your eviction, you can always pay to stay. You can always pay to stay. Like nothing never even happened. Comment 6 if that makes sense. Comment 6 if that makes sense. Comment 6 if that makes sense. It's very simple, family. Very simple. Very simple. I remember telling the lawyers that I'm like, listen, I told them, I said, like, y'all, I don't want y'all to think I don't have the money. I have the money. I have the money in the way that y'all want me to pay, but I'm saying that there's a way that I can use my interest, my principal's interest, to cover the amount owed. You're telling me I can't. I'm saying I'm reading where it says I can. I'd rather hear a judge say I'm wrong. Okay? And we never got to that point, y'all. We came to a settlement. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to instill some confidence in y'all because I understand it's very scary going through eviction. I understand you're fearful of losing your house, losing your apartment. Okay, that's why I say if you've already been paying, put the money to a side and then enforce your rights. That way, if your enforcement isn't strong enough, you can always say, okay, hey, here's the money. Let's start all over. Okay, yeah, she didn't want to see me in court. What? And I was waiting for a judge to say something like, sir, this is not right. You don't just... And I was waiting for... Because I was already going to hold that judge to his oath. All right? The first thing I was going to ask was, before we proceed, Judge, can I ask you a question? Do you obtain your oath to the Constitution? That's the very first question. Do you obtain your oath to the Constitution? Because I got to bound them to the Constitution if I'm going to be using constitutional rights. Because if I don't bound that judge, he or she can say anything up there like, no, that's not right. Because you got to remember, y'all, we're dealing with humans. And with humans, you have to correct them. You have to correct them. You can't just go up there and let the judge say you wrong, and you know what you've been reading. I know when I was reading Florida Statute 8349, I know I wasn't done when it said, hey, the landlord is supposed to pay the rent on behalf of the tenants. It also says I'm supposed to receive 5% of the annual amount. So that tells me I'm supposed to be getting paid for staying here. You see what I'm saying? And that's, now I understand that because I understand how powerful an application is. My application that I gave the building, okay, they sent that application to a bank. Okay, that bank sent that to a trustee, digital trust bank. Okay, that digital trust bank went to the went to the Federal Reserve window. Okay, made that transaction. Everything came back, but it did not get all the way back to the investor or the consumer or the tenant. Now the tenant is out working when the tenant is not supposed to be working. I'm not telling y'all to squat. That is not what I'm telling y'all to do. I'm telling y'all to handle y'all's business. Florida Statute 83.49. I know it off the top of my head. Because I remember when I said it, the lawyer was like, no, you're reading that out of context. I was like, have you read that? She was like, well, I just know that's not probably what it said. I said, well, can you please read it for me? And you let me know what it says. You tell me what it says. All right? Because I'm reading this. What are you talking about? All right? Somebody said Arizona states that landlords don't have to hold security deposits in separate accounts. I'm going to ask you this. What difference does it make whether it's a separate account or commingled account? All I know is I'm the investor. I don't care if he got that money under his bed. I don't care if he got that money in his damn mattress. I don't care if he got his money in a locker room. All right? It doesn't matter to me. Y'all got to understand. I know, like, because I get a lot of folks that read stuff like, I don't see where it says that. Y'all are seeing the same thing that I'm seeing, but y'all are seeing it a little different. Okay? It don't have to blatantly say, hey, the landlords don't have to hold security. No, you got to understand how to read between the lines. Did that landlord take an application? Does that landlord have more than 6 tenants? Now, we're not talking about private landlords, family. We're talking about corporate landlords. Okay? Corporate landlords. There is a whole... This is how I know all states is under the same thing. There is a Supreme Court ruling that ruled with a woman that was staying in Illinois. Okay? She got interest back for her cat's deposit, family. I'm going to say it again. Imagine getting all your interest back on your cat's or your pet's deposit. You know how you got to put a security deposit down on your pet? So she was in the building for 2 years, right? All right, so when she left, she sued the company, all right? She lost in the lower court, so she had to appeal it, and it went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court ruled that the landlord owed her interest on her pet's deposit. So if my own damn pet is supposed to get interest back on my deposit I put on my, you don't think I'm supposed to get interest back on mine? And that's a Supreme Court ruling. Yeah, don't ever apply to no private landlords. I'm gonna be honest, no offense, but only uninformed people, okay? Now let me rephrase that, because uninformed people apply to corporate, but only folks don't even know how to say it. It's just a different type of folks that just think about it. Everybody that's trying to find a private landlord. Why did you want to find a private landlord? And let me know if I'm wrong. You tried to find a private landlord because you couldn't get approved in a corporate landlord. Or maybe something was on your record, or... Alright, that's the main reason why a lot of folks look for private landlords. And you got to understand, when you go to a private landlord, a lot of that stuff gets cut off. Okay? You can't run this truth in lending with a private landlord because they don't have the same rules and regulations as a corporate landlord. Exactly. They wouldn't be renting their damn house out. Exactly. It's a huge problem. So many people are getting houses so they can rent them out, so they can be private landlords. So they can get a little bit of extra money, okay, so they can pay off the house that they're living in. And it's backwards. Alright, it's backwards. Alright, that's why on December 1st, link is in my bio, family, December 1st, because we need to understand, like, what does this look like? Some of y'all need to go ahead and lose. Stop being so scared to lose. Ain't no way you was brave enough to send some documents out, but now you're scared when it gets to the point of... That's a lot of y'all. Y'all be so brave when y'all just send out templates. You be so brave. You feel so accomplished when you send off that template. You got your green receipts or whatever, how you send it. You feel so accomplished, don't you? That ain't nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell people. That ain't nothing. Anybody, my daughters, my kids can go to a counter and say, hey, I want to mail this. That's easy. I remember me, when I used to send, especially my beginner's day, oh my God. When I used to send something off, I felt so accomplished because I felt like, okay, now they about to respond. Now they about to transfer. Now I'm about to be done with my bills. Yes. No, you got to build your competency up, y'all. You got to build your clarity. All right, now what do I mean by that? All right, because a lot of people don't be knowing what I be talking about. All right, what I be talking about is you don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay a car note. You don't have to pay mortgage. You don't have to pay a phone bill. You don't have to pay a credit card. Now, understand, you don't have to pay with income. But if you don't pay with income, you need to pay with interest. And the only way to pay with interest is to enforce the corporation that you're doing business with to complete their performance. And if they don't, we can sue them for breach of contract, for fiduciary duties, because we can prove that we did. We can prove that we did our performance. I can show that I tried to tender the payment. I can show where I told them exactly what I was trying to do. I can show where I said, hey, reach out to me if you have any issues. All right, they didn't ask me what I was trying to do. They told me I can't do this. So they didn't leave any room for negotiations. And so as a consumer, I can say things like I didn't feel like my right to be heard was fulfilled. You see what I'm saying? I don't feel like my right to choose was fulfilled. They're choosing the way I'm supposed to pay when I'm the original investor. All right, now you got to understand how to have that type of articulation. All right, and you also got to know how to shape shift. Okay, again, I can speak in the conversation like this, or we can up it to a point where a lot of folks wouldn't know what I'm talking about right now. And I understand I got to kind of bring it down a little bit because I understand there's a meaning of the minds that I have to create, because if I talk too, all right, it's going to go over folks saying like, man, what is he talking about? Like, what? So I do apologize if I talk fast. If it goes over your head, I apologize. All right, I've just been doing a lot of reading over the years. Okay, and this information has just changed my life. All right, my articulation is different. How I think is different. Okay, so a lot of times I gotta say it. I gotta dumb myself down a lot of times. Okay, now of course I know I gotta do that to be able to again meet those that want to elevate. Okay, all right, that's why I'm here. Okay, but a lot of y'all gotta pick it up. Okay, we got to pick it up. We got to be more folks in the next 5 years teaching this. You got to be more folks in the next 10. All right, because y'all gotta remember, I'm not gonna be teaching forever. And again, there's plenty of folks out there teaching this that's great, all right? But the next wave of folks has to understand, like, okay, let me pick this baton up. I endorse my rent. Let me kind of help some folks out dealing with their rent. Hey, y'all, anybody dealing with rent? Hey, come to my live. Let me show you exactly. That's how it starts, y'all. Simple. You know how many people gonna be tapping? You said something about rent? Yeah, man, I'm facing eviction. What did you do? And you just telling them your story. Now, you can't tell them a story if you haven't been through the experience. You got to be seasoned. All right, you got to be battle tested, not battle wounded. And what I mean by that is battle tested means okay, you done been through war and you came out of war. Battle wounded is, man, you never left the battlefield. All right, that's my analogy. Again, some people may say, well, wounded people left. All right, that's my analogy. All right, you want to be battle tested. All right, the ones that are battle tested are the ones that can turn around and say, hey, let me help you with that. Hey, oh yeah, hey. Now remember, it's a huge responsibility because there's way more folks that are uninformed than there are folks that are informed. That's why you don't see so many folks talking about this. All right, if I hop in a group right now and say, y'all know you ain't got to pay your bills, they going to look at me like a scammer. All right, some people feel like I'm a scammer. All right, when all I try to tell people is, hey, you can read for free. You can read this information. There's the Federal Reserve Act that's free. There's the Bill of Exchange Act that's free. The Constitution that I feel like all consumers should know. All right, because the Constitution is for the citizens. The consumer is the citizen. Your all caps name that you control or that you use when you do business, meaning when you go get that car, when you go get that house, you use a business name, which is your government name. You can't use your hood name. You can't use your nickname. All right? When you go get a car, they ask you, what is your government name? All right? So if your name is, Lil Rail, all right, but your real name is Roosevelt, okay? You got to put down Roosevelt. All right? No offense to no people I'm just saying. You got to put that down. You can't put your nickname down. Now, why is that? Because that's your business name when you're doing business. We got to understand how to control that principal's name. The principal, and again, we're talking about principals of a school. A principal is a master of a school. All right, in these terms, we're dealing with an estate, meaning all of us have our own individual estate, which is our own school. I have my school, you have your school. My school has a principal, your school has a principal. All right, the principal has agents. I'm the agent for the principal. I got to make sure the estate, the school is ran well. Doesn't the principal have teachers? Yes. You can look at the teachers like agents. The only thing with us is we are wearing 10 different hats in different situations. Okay? So knowing that, like, again, it's going to take some time, family. It's not something you're going to learn overnight. It doesn't matter how desperate you are. It doesn't matter how financially broke you are. Everybody has to take the same 1, 2, 1, 2. You got to do the same thing we all had to do. All right, the same thing. Who I didn't buy lunch? Yeah, I did. I zailed you. Look at you. Look at you. I zailed you. Yeah, you was the one that was telling me about the Telegram group. Yeah, I told y'all, I got a good memory. Y'all remember I used to sell weed? No, come on, now. I'm good with faces. Don't make me screenshot. You better check your Zelle. All right, I sent the first 5. I don't mean to switch subjects, but I sent the first 5 lunch, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, check your Zelle. You definitely got that. Don't do them games now. Come on now. Don't do that now. Look, she tried to get me. She tried to get coach. Yeah, I'm about to show you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, check that. Yeah, check that. Check that. All right. So put it like this. Let me make a deal and I'm going to get back to teaching. If I did send it and you're wrong, you got to send it back. We got a deal? we got a deal? So if I go on our DMs and I see that I sent it, alright, and you see that it was sent, you gotta send it back. Alright, we got a deal. Alright, we got a deal. I'm gonna look at it when I get off live. Alright, but back to it. Alright, December 1st, y'all. December 1st, court class. For those that are and again, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This class is for whatever process you're doing. Because one thing I have noticed, there's no one teaching court. Y'all notice that? At least I'm not seeing it. Now, there might be some people out there, but I'm not really seeing a lot of people harp on court. I'm not really seeing that. Now, they might be having some private groups. All right, but I don't. There's not a lot of people showing you what to do if all this stuff fails. Somebody say Yusuf L. Okay. I know he a GOAT with those UCCs for sure. Yeah, y'all notice that though? And I'm gonna be real. Nobody taught me nobody taught me court procedures. Nobody taught me that. I had to go to court and lose. I had to go actually read. Oh damn! Why did they dismiss my why they dismiss my lawsuit? Lack of jurisdiction. What? Lack of claim. What? Lack of damages stated. What? All right, so yeah, I had to learn it. So again, y'all, I'm telling y'all from my experience. Okay? And again, there might be folks out there teaching. I'm just saying I wish there was more, because there's a lot of folks that are focused on putting the wagon in front of the horse. And what I mean by that, y'all, I'm from the South. Apologize for the country analogies, okay? But when you put the wagon in front of the horse, how can a horse drag you? All right, the wagon goes behind the horse. A lot of y'all are putting y'all's wagon in front of the horse. You gotta build your horse first, meaning your enforcement. All right? Because all the value is gonna be in your wagon. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Meaning y'all are focused on just sending out documents, not understanding your court procedures is what's going to seal the cake. Your understanding is going to be what seal the cake. If you don't know how to sue, that means you don't know how to fight. And if you don't know how to fight, you need to shut up. Because imagine talking loud and somebody come punch you in your mouth. Because that's what these corporations is doing. You've been doing all this talking and you done got repoed. You've been doing all this talking and you done got evicted. And the only ones you can blame is the ones that told you you could do this. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be like, man, I ain't listening to these gurus no more. We never said we was gurus. I ain't listening to these folks charging us money. Nah, the real problem is you feel inferior. That's really what it is. That's really what it is, family. Comment 8 if you feel like that's really what the problem is. Because sometimes we feel inferior. But like, man, I've been reading. Why am I not getting this? Because you're not reading enough. You feel inferior. You feel like you should have results right now. Okay? You feel like, why? Wait a minute. Why am I not getting results? Yeah, it's your ego that's hurt right now. You seeing all these other people getting results. Now you thinking this cap. Now you started having crazy thoughts like, damn, is he paying all these people that say that they got remedy? You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, you'll start having poor thoughts. Y'all ever been on a losing team before? You have losing mentality. You start blaming everything. Man, we losing because they ain't getting me the ball. Man, you suck. Why would they give you the ball? We start making fairy tale thoughts like, well, I would have got remedy if they taught this the proper way. And I'm like, damn. We are great at being victims. Y'all, we great at being victims. It's so easy to be the victim. It's so easy. Watch this. This is how easy it is. Watch this. Really listen to what I'm saying. It's going to be a little story. Okay? New guy, me. I just see this information. Oh my gosh. This guy is talking my language. Let me buy his courses. I go watch all his courses. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. What? I didn't have to spend all this money. What? I start sending off my documents. Nothing happens. They shut off my lights. They evicted me because I stopped paying. Remember, they put me through eviction. So now I'm coming back as an angry person saying, man, that stuff ain't work. I tried it and it ain't. Oh man, if I had $1 for how many people say I tried it and it didn't work. I'm like, what does that mean? That's like walking into the gym and saying, oh no, I walked in there, it didn't work. What do you mean it didn't work? These machines are saving lives. It's folks that's walking to the gym and they're beating suicidal thoughts because the gym is saving their lives. And you got folks that's going to nah, it didn't work. What do you mean it didn't work? Imagine getting a map and saying, nah, this map don't work. What? Man. So imagine somebody saying this information doesn't work. More people gonna say it don't work than that's gonna say it does work. Some of you right now, y'all don't have a remedy right now, results, but you can feel it. It's right there. Let me ask y'all a question. How patient are you? Can you imagine having that same feeling a year from now, but without any results? How patient are y'all? Because sometimes we build ourselves up like, I can feel the remedy. It's right there. And it's not. It ain't. You gotta know the remedy is there. Yeah, it's a feeling, but it's also a knowing. Like, yo, I know what I'm about to say. I already know what they're, yo, it's to the point now, I know what the corporation, because I know they send templates. They don't send personalized letters back. It's always templates. So we're going against robots. Okay? So the worst thing you can do is be a robot. Okay? Yeah, one thing that kept me on my journey was reading. That's how I understood the court process. When I moved to Florida, y'all, I didn't know the laws off the back of my hand. No, I had to learn as I was going. I had to learn Florida's rules and procedures. They were totally different from South Carolina's rules and procedures. All right? So I'm here to let y'all know, don't give up. All right, this information is real. It changed my life, family. It changed many people's lives before I even knew about this information. And the more I read, the more I'm like more confirmed. The more I'm like, yo, man, I take away all the information right now, y'all. Cause I look at how many people I've helped. Okay, like it's way bigger than the following that's on here, y'all. Y'all gotta understand, like I'm on other platforms and folks know me outside of this. All right, but seeing how I've been able to assist, all right, because I'm an assistant. I've been assisting people because I'm not the one that created this stuff. I've been assisting people. Okay, seeing how it's changed folks' lives. All right, I've helped folks get out of suicidal thoughts just because, like, damn, now they see the light. Like, damn, I didn't know what I was gonna do, man. I was having suicidal thoughts. I didn't tell nobody. But now my time is spent reading this information. A lot of suicidal thoughts come from idle minds. A lot of suicidal thoughts come from telling yourself, damn, there is no other way. You see what I'm saying? But imagine being able to, damn, all you gotta do is turn around. There's a door right there. Boom. You're like, oh, damn, I didn't know this door right here. Yeah, the door was so small. You didn't know it was there. But when you go in that door, the room's so large. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times when we're down in the dumps, all right, when we're in a poor state of mind. Oh, damn, I lost my light. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna get this light back on. Alright, fam. Alright, so yeah. Nah, I had a generator out here. Cause I thought I was gonna lose power when the hurricane hit. Alright, but now I got a generator so I can plug up my there's no light out on my balcony, so I bring my ring light out. Nah. My lighter red. Do it later. Alright, but yeah. Alright, so yeah, if I didn't know this information, family, I definitely wouldn't be in Florida right now. Alright, I definitely wouldn't be able to assist y'all the way I'm able to. Okay? Now imagine, how many of y'all, and again, this is not me tooting my own horn or nothing like that, but how many of y'all didn't know any of this information until you seen my page or somebody told you about it? All right, how many? I don't know why the ring like, fuck it, we don't need it. How many? Yeah, they be going crazy. Lambos. I mean, you really can't see down there. You really can't see. But yeah, y'all, I wouldn't have known this information at all. Okay, so I feel like I got a duty. I feel like I got a duty to help. Now, granted, yeah, I'm supposed to be having private jets, yachts. All right, all that, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't think I want that? But my time is so heavily invested in other people, and I didn't really realize it until, you know, I'm starting to get people around me that know way more than me, so they able to like point things out. Like, man, you do a lot of things for other people. When you gonna put all that into yourself? Like, when are you gonna? And I'll be like, damn, I ain't really even think about it. Like, but yeah, I want the jets, I want the. But I know I gotta pick a side. Like, I'm not gonna be able to focus all on that and be able to give to the people like as how I'm giving to people. All right, I just remember being that beginner and I didn't there was nobody like giving results, y'all. Like folks was like just saying foundational things, which is great. They was saying, hey, read Fair Credit Reporting Act. Hey, read Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Hey, read CFPB's website. They were saying things like that, not necessarily giving you a process. Nobody ever gave me a process, y'all. So I got remedy. The process that I teach is what I personally saw in that helped me. All right, like I didn't read where it said, hey, send your endorsed bill to the CFO. I didn't read where it said, you don't have to pay a down payment if you enforce the application. I never read that. You see what I'm saying? I never read that. I didn't know the bill of exchange, the word bill of exchange would be in the Federal Reserve, Section 16, Part 1. That's how I was able to link those two together. That's how, like, okay, those must be like sister acts. Bill of Exchange Act talks about how to properly endorse a bill. And then the Federal Reserve Act, Section 16, talks about bills of exchange. You don't harp on it a lot, but it mentions it. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't really spend a lot of, like, y'all, I don't really spend a lot of my time trying to get old accounts. No offense. I know I teach folks to do that, y'all, but I don't really, y'all know how many accounts that, y'all, that's a lifetime of, like, when I start that journey, I'm never going to be on live. Like, I'm never going to be on social media. I'm not going to have social media, like, because, y'all, that takes time. All right? I'm enjoying my life, all right? Multiple cars, multiple spots. Like, I'm enjoying my life. Now, granted, when I'm getting back into my grind mode as far as, okay, let's take this up a notch, all right? But you're going to get to a point where it's like you're going to have the cars you want. You're going to have the locations that you want to be in, all right? But you're going to want to kind of sit down a little bit, like, man, let me kind of enjoy this a little bit. All right, because I don't want to learn every damn thing, y'all. Like, I started reading that the 7 series and everything, but it's like, man, I don't want to learn everything. Like, I'm trying to link with folks that can master certain things and we can come together. I can add my expertise, they add their expertise, but I'm not here to learn every single thing. I'm not. I'm here to enjoy life as well. Okay, but I can definitely say I built a strong foundation, okay, that when I pick up any information, all right, my brain isn't going to be in the shutdown mode, like, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming. All right, my brain know how to break down information, know how to store information in its proper files. Like, it's not just being cluttered anymore. Like, I'm not overthinking things when it comes to new information. I overthink things when it's simple things, like where I want to take my woman out to eat. Shit, where we going? I'm like, shit, I don't know, shit. Where you want it? All right, yeah, I overthink on things like that. But as far as, like, information that's given to me, I know where to read. I know how to ask questions. All right, I don't need nobody holding my hand. No offense to nobody that does. All right, because I understand having your hand held for a little bit. I understand that. All right, but thinking somebody need to hold your hand 24/7 is crazy. Okay, so it doesn't matter what process you doing. Okay, UCCs, USCs. All right, if you're doing the rights to rescind, if you're endorsing, all right, it doesn't matter what process you're using, y'all. The class that I'm having December 1st is going to show you exactly how to properly execute in court. Okay, you got to know the basics. All right, and on December 1st, you're going to see, like, damn, this easy? You mean to tell me? And I'm like, yes, yo, yes. All right, I feel like I break this information down in a very simple form. So if for somebody to question, like, man, you mean tell me this all I got? Like, yes, man, like, I'm trying to tell you. I'm not here to swindle you. All right, I want you to get remedy fast so you can tell more people about this. Like, I'm not trying to hold folks in a situation where they're not getting no results. All right. So December 1st, y'all, link is in my bio. December 1st, gonna be on Sunday. That class comes with a recording. So you're gonna have lifetime recording of how to properly build a court case, family. Alright. Alright. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Alright, it's gonna start 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay, we're probably gonna be on there for about 5 hours. Somebody said, show some proof of your work, not no weak ass balcony. Well, show me your balcony. Show me your balcony. Nah, y'all know we need them, y'all. It wouldn't be no entertainment without them. They'd be like, show me your template. Show me. I'm like, yo, go on my page, man. Like, I'm trying to show you my results, man, my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not good at this. You know what I'm saying? Like, showing my life, like, I'm not good at this. Like, they have to tell me, hey, you got to show more of your lifestyle. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that at all. So, yeah, y'all, yeah, I came from South Carolina. I'm in South Florida. Yeah, man, what? I wake up, be butt-ass naked on this balcony. What? Never in my dreams could do that. I be doing that on a Tuesday. Be going downstairs having brunch on a Wednesday. Be just me. Okay? I couldn't do that at first. I remember rushing to work. What? Waiting on no balcony butt naked on no Tuesday? What? No. Okay? So yeah, this is my proof, man. Like, you ain't gotta want to see no documents. Like, I already vowed, like, I'm rarely ever gonna show my documents. I've been said that, y'all. Have y'all noticed I barely show any of my results? Y'all notice that? Because I got students that got results. I got students that have results. What do I need to show my work for? We're going on to year 5. Come on, man. Yeah, see your own damn results. You see rich folks on TV all damn day. They be like, prove it. Prove it. They proving it. They look at their life. They proving it to you. What you mean? Yeah, some things are fake. All right? But one thing we got to stop doing, y'all. We got to stop thinking everything is fake, y'all. Think about it. It don't do you anything to see my results. All that's gonna do is get you motivated. And then what? You still gotta go damn read. Yeah, you still gotta read. Yeah, facts, man. Yeah, I remember window shopping too. But you know, lifestyle now, when you become informed, there is no more window shopping. Okay? But there is also, now we ain't just going out going stupid. Like, nah. Like, no. I'm just saying, like, it's certain limitations that we don't live by anymore. Okay? Certain limitations we don't live by anymore. Okay? So again, I was looking at my classes the other day. Like, I rarely go on my website, y'all, but I was looking at it, I was like, damn, let me look at this from a beginner's perspective. Y'all, my website has everything you need. Okay? My website has everything you need. It shows you what to do when you're a tenant. It shows you how to properly endorse a bill. Okay, it shows you what to do when you get denied for anything. Okay, what else? Well, now I'm about to have this court class. Like, yo, it's everything you need. Nobody can ever say, man, I'm still missing one piece. Link is in my bio. Well, you can, link is in my bio. The website is in my bio. All my online classes, click online classes. All my classes right now, $32, okay? $32. It's still going on for the rest of the month. Have you ever got the bank to send you the back end denied application? Well, let me ask you this. Why would they do that when they can just give me the account? Y'all gotta really there is no damn back ends. Because if you do it right, you're gonna get that account open. And I'm not attacking you right now. I'm just saying. Ain't no damn back ends, y'all. Family, I don't need to say credit unions. They're still under the what is the NICU? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah. 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 Yeah, credit union is the same thing, fam. You gotta just go read. What is it, y'all? Is it the NCIU? NICU? That's what you want to read. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, they got a Federal Reserve window as well. Yeah, the NCUA. My apologies. NCUA. My apologies. Yeah, Lady Boss 100. They're all around us. All we can do is keep stepping on their necks. Keep stepping on their necks. All we can do is step, keep stepping on their necks. They be so mad. They be so mad, Lady Boss. Nah, I like to poke at them. Because we really living. We really living. Alright, so yeah, if you got a case with the NCUA, just make sure you understand the basis of the route that you're trying to go. Because you got to prove what you're reading. You can't just say things like this and this. You got to prove it. You got to make it make sense. Do I sue everyone on the application that was talking? Family, you can't beat one person right now. No offense, but I'm talking to you in a business manner. You can't beat one of them. You see what I'm saying? Imagine fighting 5 people at one time. Think about it. Imagine fighting 5 people at one time. Can you win? Because if you can, I need you on my team. I need you on my team, family. If you can beat up 5 people at one time. Any tips? Well, I will ask you this, family. What have you already built? You see what I'm saying? Like what have all you? I don't know what you've already said. You see what I'm saying? Like I can't give you legal advice in that aspect. Like you kind of got to give me something to work with. Like say, hey, I done did this and this. They said this. Like you just saying you're going to discovery, you're going through arbitration. What does that mean? Who's suing who? What are you suing them for? What's the nature of the suit? What are your damages? You see what I'm saying? Like those is key points that you want to focus on. My nature of a suit. All right, my damages that I'm claiming. Yeah, exactly. Did you have to litigate to get into? Damn, man, throwing all my business out there. But no, I didn't have to litigate with them. I feel like folks be trying to be funny. I don't be knowing what that be about. Just feel like folks can word their questions different. Okay, suitor from unjust enrichment. They sent an answer. I sent a motion to strike. Now they want to head to discovery. All right. You don't really need no tips, fam. You seem like you got it. I'm not saying, like, I'm not knocking you. You see what I'm saying? Like, just keep responding, doing what you're doing. Just know what you're trying to prove. Because I don't teach unjust enrichment. You see what I'm saying? Like, that ain't what I've never sued for that before. So I wouldn't be the proper person to ask. Nah, you good. When sending CFO, send to the headquarters of that corporation. Correct, family. All right, December 1st. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. It will be online, which means you can stay at home, call your family over. I will highly advise you do that. Okay, call your family over. Okay, call your family. Have a family meeting. Like, hey, y'all, let's learn how to sue. All right? Because this is going to be a class that we're going to use to enforce when we're endorsing our bills. When the company says no. When we're trying to go get a car, go get a house, and we get denied. When we do our reverse denial. Okay? When we do that and then they say no, we got to know how to enforce. Shan's to the brother that's in Discovery. The rules and procedures of the Discovery Act. All right, I would definitely read those because you can win basically just following the rules and procedures and proving, all right, what you're saying is true. Because of course the opposing party gonna try all day to keep on motioning for this, but good job doing the defending it. And it's not really a strike, it's more of an answer. Go to public records and read other people's cases, correct? Gift of gab, yes. All right. I apologize for the wait, family. Okay, apologize for the wait, family. A lot of folks tapping in. Okay. December 1st, y'all. December 1st. Sunday. December 1st. All right, so make sure y'all tap in. Peace and love. Make sure y'all are reading. Okay? If you can't come to the class, that's okay. You still should be reading your rules and procedures in your state. Remember, y'all, this information is out here for us to read. Now, it's okay to need help. It's okay to invest in help. All right? Because you got to remember, y'all, this is an investment. All right? Everybody that I gave money to help me with my... Man, I would give it to them again. Okay? Never second guessed it. Never had buyer's remorse because every person I paid for a class or got some information from, okay, I gained something. It was something I learned that I didn't know before. Okay? Peace and love, y'all. Y'all take care.